What's up, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. If you're wondering why there's nothing on my table in front of me, it's because we're going to be doing a roasting/review of my old art. And I gotta throw it down there before I start, so here we go. If you are new here, I do speed paints, sketchbook story times, and all sorts of art videos every single week, so hit that subscribe button if you want more content like this. And I'm shooting for a goal of 25 likes on today's video, guys, so let's see if we can hit it. With that being said, let's jump right into this video. Let's start with this black sketched negative space sort of Reaper 3D thing. I could not tell you what this is. I got an A on it though, apparently, with a note of great detail. It's not horrible, but you can definitely see some flaws here and there. And it looks to me like I rushed it, if I'm being completely honest. And knowing me, I probably rushed through this just to get it done, because it was a school project. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Alright, I'm going to give you guys a couple seconds, see if you can guess what this is supposed to be before I tell you. But it's supposed to be two motorcycles parked next to each other. I don't know if you could see that from the scribbles, but I really love this piece. I don't even think I could do something like this right now, just off the top of my head without doing a little more practice. But the way I was able to just take those scribbles and turn it into an object of some sorts, you know? And it reflects how my progression in art has moved forwards, because I see myself taking that style and bringing it into my new pieces of art as well. I like it. I can't roast myself on this one. I don't know what the little versus thing is, if I meant to do that or not. That's the only thing fucking bugging me with this piece right here. Alright, next one. Hey, we got Mr. Orange Man over here. Fuck if I know what I was doing with this, but it looks horrible. The only thing I like is a little bit of shading on the right side that kind of gives it a bit of dimension. This is bad. Forgetting, besides the fact that there has been crayon or maybe charcoal or something smudged onto it, it's still horrible. 0 out of 10. It's shit. Moving on. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a perfect example of how easy it is to draw a tree. You just draw some lines going up, make a trunk, and then draw thicker lines as the main branches and thinner lines coming off of it. I mean, it's not the greatest tree, let's be honest. This is super simplistic and, you know, I probably did it in 5 minutes, but I mean, that's how easy it is. And if you put a little more time in detail, I'm sure you could draw a pretty dope tree without much experience in the matter at all. I don't know, should I give these things a rating system? I'm gonna say it's okay, I'm not gonna be rating it. I don't know why I gave a few number ratings earlier, but I'm gonna stick with no numbers. I'm gonna say this one is good though. I like it. Okay, this is a good one here. This is probably one of the oldest pieces that I have in this collection that I'm showing you today. And it's one of my old mazes from when I was a really young kid. I would make these mazes/games where you would start somewhere and you had to get somewhere else, and sometimes there was keys or challenges or weapons, and you picked it up and you took different routes of transportation, like paper airplanes or mine carts or submarines and shit. And with this one, I must have been reading Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit at the time of making this, just due to the fact that I have written Tolkien on the bottom right corner, and then a bunch of what looks like, I want to say, dwarvish symbols. I could be wrong. If there's any Tolkien heads in this video or watching, look up what I wrote, because I would love to know. My thoughts on this one? Absolute shite when it comes to a technical standpoint, but when I look back at my fucking, imagination as a child, I think I was doing pretty good, you know? Coming up with all this shit on my own as a kid. Oh, this is another good one. Oh boy. I think I was maybe trying to come up with characters and comics and stuff, but I guess I came up with the characters Hammy and Super Egg. At breakfast superheroes, I guess, and they're fighting some weird green alien guy with 4 arms and a 4-armed henchman with no face. And they ride on snowmobiles, and their enemy flies in a spaceship in outer space. Yeah, I'm lost. Yeah, moving on. Next up, we got a basketball and a basketball shoe stuffed through a pole, or a pole stuffed through a shoe, I might say, with what definitely were not supposed to be, but very, very, very much look like bullet holes in the wall behind it. I can guarantee you when I drew that, I was not thinking that those would look like bullet holes. The only one that doesn't is this one up here that kind of has less of a circle, more of like a long rectangle misshapen crack. All the other ones look like fucking bullet holes. This was when I was really into basketball, but I definitely did not mean to make these look like bullet holes. As I'll say it again. Not my biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, moving on. Oh, we got some perspective here. I actually remember drawing this. I think it was freshman year of high school, and it's okay. But I do remember that I was the only one who did 3-point perspective. I don't know if you guys know about the point perspective, but there's 2-point, 3-point, so on and so forth. This was a 2-point perspective project that I went overboard and decided to do 3-point. And as you can see, I got a 30 out of 30 on it, so my teacher must have liked me going overboard. I just didn't like how simple the 2 perspective was, and I felt like I wanted to push myself more. And I think I did that pretty well. So, yeah, let me know what you think. It's okay. I'm not the greatest, but it's okay. Moving on. Alright, what do we got? Ooh, okay. Yeah, so this one, I believe I did this one as a freshman as well. God, I was fucking horrible back then. I mean, I'm not great now either, but I'm better than I was. Yeah, no, I remember doing this. I think I really like this lamppost up here for some reason, even though it's just the most simplistic shit ever with no details and highlights or shadows or anything. I don't know, I like that. Besides that, it's kind of crap. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty shit. Alright, let's move on. Now for my last critique of the day. We got the Dragonfly. Again, details are missing. It feels not quite there. I don't know what I was doing with this, how long ago I did it. It's just not there. It's better than some of the other stuff I went through for this video, but even with those details of like the head and the wings and the tail, even with those extra details of shadows and all that sort of stuff and little things here and there, it's still not the greatest, and it's throwing me off. But if you're going to take anything away from all of this, just know that it means you can get better. I mean, God, I was fucking horrible at drawing, but I liked doing it, so I just kept doing it, you know? And if you like drawing, you should keep drawing. So, at the end of the day, anyone can draw. People, let's be real. It just takes practice to get better, and that's all. I hope you enjoyed me roasting and critiquing myself. If you want to see another one of these videos, let me know, because I got tons of other works that we can go through and roast. Let me know if you had a favorite or least favorite in the comments below. And if you're new here and you want more content like this, subscribe. Hit that notifications bell. And if you're already subscribed, thank you. You guys all rock, and I will see you in the next one. Shoots!